the next 21 days, you're going to have miracle money. Now, you've got to let your faith open up.
Can you see the confidence by which he's speaking? In the next 21 days, you are going to have miracle money. Everybody who is watching is going to have miracle money. How? Who said? When? What will be the proof? What about if I don't have it? Can I come back to you and complain? Will you compensate me? Brainwashing people, damaging people. And they believe that this is what God do. How can you not walk? So somebody who is just lying there in his bed now, watching you, he will be saying, hey, amen. And he's not done anything. He's not signed any contract. He's not worked hard. He's not labored. You know why he can preach that kind of miracle money? Because he also receives miracle money every day through taking offering from people, through defrauding his members. If you see the system this guy set up in his church to get money from people, that's because money is coming to him like water flowing through the tap. That's how money is going. So he's used to easy money. And when money is easy coming to your hand, you think that everybody has that kind of access too. You think that everybody can just get that easy money because you yourself, you are used to easy money coming. And because you don't know how money is made, because everybody just brings it to you. And because you are so used to that, you are now using that as a premise to build a doctrine that everybody now can receive miracle money without doing anything. Because you yourself, you are receiving the kind of money that you don't work for.
And go to God to receive miracle money in the next 21 days. Now this is amazing because it's already begun. And the thought thing is, when I release the anointing in prayer, the next few seconds, make sure that you receive it for yourself.
Did you hear what he said? When I release the anointing prayer, wow, big deal. Oh, wow, big deal. You will release the anointing. You will release the anointing prayer. You will release the anointing prayer. And people will get, let's hear that part again, that little part again.
Yeah. Next few seconds, make sure that you receive it for yourself. To the next 21 days, a special unction is being released prayer. The next few seconds, make sure that you receive it for yourself. 21 days. Now this is amazing because it's already begun. And the thought thing is, when I release the anointing in prayer, the next few seconds, make sure that you receive it for yourself. To the next 21 days, a special unction is being released that you can receive miracle. Now these things happen in Bible days. And
he's going in by the time he's going to pray, you are going to receive miracle auction for miracle money for the next 21 days. And these things are happening. Of course they're happening to you. Every second they're happening to you because you are gathering people's money, people's hard-earned money every day. Let's see. Instead of these pastors like Chris to preach hard work, diligence, and commitment to people so that people will work hard, be diligent, commitment to work and productivity, they are spreading laziness, indolence, and mediocrity. Because by telling people to sit down at home and receive on television, watching you on television and receive miracle money for 21 days, that is spreading indolence. By telling people you will just speak, I don't need to work, I don't need to do anything, you will just speak, you are spreading laziness, mediocrity. What they are preaching is to lead people to slavery, really, so that people will have faith in them, not in God, not follow the principles of God, but greed, lust. That is what people have. People are captivated by lust and greed. Proverbs 12:24, the hand of the diligent only rule, but the lazy man will be put to forced labor. And that's what this guy has called. He's causing people to be lazy so that they will work for him. They will become his slave. People who are put under forced labor are slaves. That is what he's creating. Through his doctrine, he's creating lazy people who are put under forced labor to serve him. People come under their slavery to them, like during the time of slavery plantation. If it is true that he has special unction to release miracle money, why is it that Nigeria economy is in that bad shape? Why is Nigeria economy in such a bad shape? If he has the miracle money, if he has the unction, why is it that he needs to eat himself? My God. If this man has the unction for special miracle money, why is it that he needs to collect offering again from his people? But you have the unction now to receive miracle money. Just speak or release the option on your own self. All his members are supposed to be telling, Pastor, you have unction for miracle money. Why do I still need to sow into you or into the church? Release unction now. Unction for miracle money that you already possess. Release it on your own church. Let your own church full without taking money from the poor people in your church. Because people in Christ Embassy Church, I had stories this last week, maybe from 1,000 people. I read many reports that almost everybody in the Christ Embassy Church is complaining about money. Because they have to give all it. Everybody doesn't have enough money. Everybody have to give their last. They have to pledge. They have to do. So why is it that you are driving people crazy? You are making people to be, to become poor and to become, strapped of money just because you want to get their money. Why are you taking people's money? People are already poor. Our country is already one of the poorest in the world. Why are you still stripping them of their money and taking their own money from them? If you have power to make miracle money for yourself first. Make miracle money for your own ministry. Make miracle money for your own members. Make miracle money for Nigeria. Liars and thief. That's why I said that voice, the voice of this guy, when you listen to him, is the voice of a thief. Is the voice of a liar. If he really has the power to release miracle money, why is he still collecting offering? If he has the power to release miracle money, why are his church members still poor? The truth is that these people just want to take advantage of the gullible people by telling them what their itchy ears want to hear. He's playing to the lust of the people. He's playing to the greed of the people. He's playing to the weaknesses, the weaker nature of man. He's not telling people the hard things like work hard. He's playing to the lower human nature. And he and people like him also take advantage of people's greed. Since you want to get something for nothing and thereby lose what you already have, then here you are. And all those church members, they are losing the little they have because of their greed. And they believe this kind of fraudster. This is a fraudster here. They believe in this kind of fraudster that they will give and they will receive miracle money for 21 days. And in his church, it's all about giving. And that greed is what has made the people poorer. Because when you give to someone who is already richer than you, or the church that is already rich, and you are giving to the rich, to the poorest, to the rich instead of going to giving to the poor, the Bible says you will come to poverty. It is this kind of pastors who are responsible for the culture of corruption in the land. So people want to be rich without being qualified for it. That's why his members are notorious for stealing from the places of their work. In Proverbs 1:18-19, the Bible says, but they lie in wait for their own blood. When you are greedy for money, when you are greedy for things like that, you lie. I mean, you want to destroy your own life. They lock secretly for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone who is greedy for gain. It takes away the life of his owners. When you are greedy for gain, and that is the kind of people that OYAKHILOME breeds. He is raising a generation of people who are greedy for gain. And they lose their lives. They fall into all kind of stories that are not pleasant. People wait for them. They wait in secret for their blood. And those people just suffer losses from every direction. They have turned everything to miracles instead of merit. So you don't need to be qualified. You don't need merit. You just need miracles. And that's the kind of mentality he's bringing. And he's telling people that once they can get to him, they will get the miracle. Once he can speak, they will get the miracle. You don't need merit. You don't need qualification. You just need the man of God to speak, making himself a deity, a God, a mini God on earth, a small Jesus. So whereas life is based on merits and principles, not on miracles. When we say nothing works in Nigeria today, we blame the politicians alone. No, we must blame the source of value system, which is the church. These are the people who are forming the value system, because people go to church. And when they go to church, it is what they hear. We become what we hear. So why is it that we cannot do things well? Because why should I do things well when I can get miracle? Why should we say we are not skillful? Why should I be skillful when I could get miracle? When God could do it for miracle? Why should I go and walk when the money miracle can come? Why should I be diligent when I can just get the man of God to speak? Thieves and rogues. So, you know, he's a master manipulator, that Chris. He's a rogue. People become what they hear. Our people don't listen to politicians. They listen to pastors. We have become what the pastors tell us. We have become lazy. We have become lackadaisical just because we follow their teachings. We believe them. You see, even tithe itself, it found expression at the, you know, it was not practiced. Tithe was never practiced in the first church. But we'll talk about that. We will talk about that later. I will not talk about tithe now because I want to show you the atrocities and the evil system that OYAKHILOME has set up in this church. I want to show you that the evil. But let's go and listen to him to the end first. Let him finish. Let him land before we bury him. Sorry, let him die before we bury him, or what do you say?
This will happen.